Greetings, Earthlings. Welcome to Planet Alien here on YouTube. I'm Weird Little Alien. Welcome. I'm Mickey Mouse. Hi, I'm Mickey Mouse. I don't know. I'm trying to perfect it because, you know, I did it yesterday and I didn't do it too bad, but it's like I'm trying to perfect it. So, I'm Mickey Mouse. I'm Mickey Mouse. Oh, this is... Yeah, let's move on. Okay, so... Let's talk about what this title is about. Riverdale, because, oh my god, the things I read, the things that come out, it's like, what the fuck are you doing with the show? Like, are you doing the show the right way, or are you doing the show the Bughead way? Because, what the fuck is going on here? Okay, before I get into all the stupid fucking shit that was said, let me read to you what also... This was not talked about. I don't know why this wasn't talked about. Like, Varchie things are never really brought to attention, which is so sad. It's like everything's just Bughead or Varchie. But when it comes to Varchie, no one really, you know, promotes that or says, oh my god, look what they said about Varchie at San Diego Comic-Con. And now we finally see it. It's like, you know, I hate to tell you, I understand the Bughead fandom is big. I understand that people are super attached to that and super attached because, you know, Cole and Lily are dating in real life, so that makes it even a bigger deal. And people, not just fans of the show, but people like from E! News or any of those websites are all favoring Bughead. And it's like, whatever. Because we all know that, I mean, Bughead won Choice TV Ship and Choice Kiss or Lip Lock. I mean, their kisses are nothing special. I mean, I don't see why. Like, it's nothing special there. It's nothing we haven't seen for the past 2 seasons, you know? But it's just funny. It's like, yeah, let's have these people win, even though they share a half-brother, even though their parents are going to get together, you know. But let's, you know, that's the goals, right? Everyone's looking at them as relationship goals. Well, if I share a half-brother with my boyfriend, who cares? Betty and Jughead did it on Riverdale. I can do it, right? Like, no. But, okay. This was said by the producer, Sarah Seneca. I'm sorry if I can't say her last name, but I can. But basically, she said, the connection that Archie and Betty have from having growing up, there's a very special place in their hearts for the other, and timing is everything. Now, that's a great fucking thing to say. Thank you. Like, she's not denying that they're going to happen. She's saying timing is everything, which I 100% agree with. They have to do Barchie justice. They have to do it in the best way possible. You know, that's right for Betty and for Archie, you know? And so I love that. Now, getting into, of course, other shitty-ass shit, like, you know, of course, Lily not ever shipping Barchie because, you know, she, of course, is Bughead fanatic, like, Jesus Christ. I'm not, you know, honestly, sometimes Lily tweets and I'm just like, ugh. You know, like, sometimes you just tweet shit, and it's like, ugh. And it's like, then, I mean, Cole got hacked on Twitter, which, I mean, no one should get hacked, but, I mean, it happens. Who fucking who? We knew who was hacked. Like, who cares, you know? Like, I mean, I understand she's upset because it's her boyfriend and stuff, and no one should be hacked. But sometimes she just tweets, and I'm like, ugh. Like, I don't agree with you at all. Like, you know, like, I know I don't have to agree with her, but sometimes she just tweets shit that is stupid to me. Like, it's like, really? That sounds stupid, but okay, you know? That's why Cammy is my fave. Sorry, but it's true. I love Cammy. Like, I mean, don't get me wrong, Lily is a phenomenal fucking actress. I mean, she brings the emotions that literally make me start crying. And I do like Lily, it's just not fully, you know? I like her and I don't like her. Well, I like her, but, you know, I have my moments where I'm just like, ugh, you know? And Cammy, I just always love. She's an angel. Like, seriously, she literally is the best person. But, I mean, she's going to be talked about in what I'm about to read, too. Even though, like, come on, Barchie and Veronica, like, you're sleeping on this great-ass fucking ships. I swear to God. But basically, this is what was said. The cast and creative team agreed the decades-old love triangle among Archie, Betty, and Veronica should be left in the past. What? Like, okay, what? Okay, the Betty, Archie, and Veronica triangle is the most iconic thing in the comics. Now, you've done a lot of stuff in the show that was not even close to the comics. Like, Jughead being asexual, for example. In the comics, he's asexual. But in the show, he's not, and he's dating Betty. Whereas in the comics, he never even looked at Betty twice. You know? Which, okay. But they've made it clear since season 1 that the triangle between Betty, Archie, and Veronica was going to happen. And now I'm reading that, oh, it's not going to happen. I'm going to read the rest so you can get the full gist of it. Okay. It would have been very problematic when we're in the middle of this very progressive feminist movement where positive changes are happening. To encourage that kind of relationship on a show that targets young women, Mendez says of the Betty-Veronica rivalry, it would be very disrespectful. I mean, the triangle is so iconic. I mean, you guys can have this triangle and still be friends. I mean, I love Betty and Veronica and I love them being friends. But I want that over the triangle? Fuck no. I want the triangle. Not because, oh, Betty and Archie, you know. It's because I want the triangle. It was in the comics. It's iconic. I mean, you can't take away that. Then you have, the only thing you have in common basically with the comics are the characters' names. That's basically it. Other than that, you're not sticking with anything. And meanwhile, all they said was, oh, the show's going to be darker than the comics. That's it. But yet, I see change. You're not okay, you're using the characters from the comics, but you're going off your own fucking story. Like, I understand. Of course, you don't want two girls fighting over a guy. But it is the iconic triangle. It is part of the comics. It is part of the Archie Andrews world. Like, are you kidding me? And it's like, so if we don't have that triangle, and it's like, some people are like, well, we could maybe have the Betty and Jughead and Archie triangle, which if they went that way instead, that would be so fucking stupid, because how is it right to have Archie and Jughead fighting over a girl, but it's not okay for Betty and Veronica to be fighting over a guy? It's double standards. There clearly has to be a triangle at some point, and it should be Veronica, Archie, and Betty, like in the comics. I mean, come on now. And if, like, there has to be a triangle. Like, you can't just cut it out completely. That makes no sense. And, God, I mean, I don't know what these people are, I really don't know what they're doing with this show at this point. I don't really know what they're fucking doing. I'm going to continue reading, because, you know, I got still a lot to say. Instead, we decided it would be better to lean into the Betty and Veronica as friends, Roberto says. We've maxed out on mean, bitchy, catty girls, and one retro thing we didn't want to do was have two girls fight over Archie. It's in the comics! Stop! Okay, you know what? You know what? Riverdale, you need to say Riverdale is nothing like the Archie comics, because if you're not going to have the triangle, then this is nothing like the Archie comics, okay? Like, you've changed a fucking lot You've changed a lot in the show that has nothing to do with the comics, and now to keep out the triangle because of the Betty-Veronica friendship, it's bad enough. We don't ever get to see the Jughead and Archie friendship. It's always, oh, Betty and Veronica, they got to make up, they got to sing a song to each other, they're fighting. And yeah, I love them, and I love their friendship. But what about the Jughead and Archie friendship? Hello? I'd much rather see that than Veronica and Betty. I'm maxed out on Veronica and Betty friendship. I mean, for God's sakes, we didn't get a Archie duet because Betty sang to fucking Veronica. And it's like, that's great, they made up. But how many times did they need to make up? Why can't Jughead and Archie have those moments where they make up? Instead, they're just suddenly friends again, and that's it. And it's like, I mean, I care way more about their friendship. They have the longer history than Betty and Veronica, who've known each other for, what, a year? Oh, 2 years? Whatever? Like, a little over a year? Like, come on. Yay. Fight over Archie. Oh, my God. Like, dude. I'm like, I swear to God, Roberto says one thing. At the beginning of the season, he was saying, oh, the triangle's going to happen. It's part of the comics. You know, the triangle is going to come into play. And then it's like, now it's like, oh, no triangle. And it's like, I wonder why. Is it because of Bughead? Because you don't want to interrupt that whole sharing a half-brother, parents dating each other relationship? Like, oh, my God. It just, let me continue reading. Okay, here we go. Here's Lily's little bit. Because you all know she is she is Bughead, 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 Bughead. Which is fine, you know? Be Bughead all you want. But stop being so fucking biased. Like, open your eyes, open your mind, you know? Okay. Adds Reinhardt. Betty is not as much of a pushover. She's not some girl who fawns over Archie and lets him walk all over her. Which is basically what happened for 75 years, because I guess in the comics. I love that the show doesn't just go on the easy path of having these girls constantly battle for Archie's affection. That's so boring and overdone. That's so boring and overdone? That should be said about Bughead. Bughead is so boring and overdone. Like, do you not get that? Bughead is so fucking boring. You're going into the 3rd season with the same fucking storyline for you two from season 1 and from season 2. You guys haven't developed separately or together. You're meshed together. Like, this is what gets me. Look, she says, Betty is not as much of a pushover. She's not some girl who fawns over Archie and lets him walk all over her. But Betty is, because Betty's doing that with Jughead. I mean, she fawns over Jughead. Everything she wants to do is because of Jughead. It's like, Betty, do you have your own fucking mind? Do you want to be your own person? Or is everything just Jughead, Jughead, Jughead because you're dating him? So, Ryan, Lily, please, okay? Saying, oh, Betty's not a pushover. She doesn't fawn over Archie. You fawn over Jughead. Like, you're not even your own person because of Jughead. So, really, that's already ruined. Archie would only make it better. Fuck. Something new. Like, shit, this is so boring. Like, Lily is, like, she says this, and it's like, do you look at your relationship on the show as Betty and Jughead? Like, I understand you love Bughead so much, you love Cole so much, whatever. Good for you. But do you not see the faults in Bughead? They aren't this perfect couple. And if you think they are, then clearly you are just totally biased. You honestly have no opinion except they're just the best couple on earth. Which they're not. They share a half-brother, people. I'm going to keep saying that. Because you know what? If we're going to say these people are relationship goals, I'm going to say, all right, so everyone who shares the half-brother, start dating. Oh, and whoever parents get together, start dating. Okay. The writers opted to put Betty and Jughead together as a couple, a departure that threatened to anger purists, whatever. If you're working in pop culture and you're reaching a passionate audience, there are going to be people who don't like what you do, Roberto said. There are definitely haters, and fandom is not for the weak of heart, but you take it with a grain of salt. As it turns out, most fans love the Betty-Jughead relationship, dubbing the couple Buggy, well, Bughead, which is, I would have went with Buggy. Buggy sounds way better. But it's like, there are definitely haters, and fandom is not for the weak of heart. There's haters. There's haters because everywhere we look, you are favoring Bughead. Everywhere we look, Bughead is there. Bughead is there. Bughead is there. Literally, I don't know if this is Riverdale or Bughead. Like, which is it? Are we watching the Riverdale show, or are we watching the Bughead show? Or is it we're watching the Riverdale show, but it's also the Bughead show? Like, okay, what? Okay, passionate. They're okay. Yeah. Okay. I mean, as it turns out, most fans love the Buddy and Jughead relationship. Okay, that's probably why you still keep them going, because it's like there are definitely haters. I mean, I'm not a hater. I mean, honestly, season 1 and season 2, I could handle Bughead. But season 3, going in to season 3 with the same repetitive shit they've been doing since season 1 with Bughead, I'm done with. I'm done. I'm done. It's not being a hater. It's called being done with this boring fucking storyline with these two characters that are so boring. And it's weird to have them together at this point. And now, knowing they share a half-brother, it's even weirder. And, you know, and I know Bughead fans don't want to look at that. But whatever, I'm looking at that. But it's like, yeah, haters. It's like, maybe you should look at the Bughead fandom. I'm not saying all of Bughead fandom, but the Bughead fandom, every time you tweet about Barchi or you voice your opinion, they attack. And you know, that's in part because of you, Roberto, too. Because you favor Bughead. It's very clear that you favor. You're afraid that if you break them up, all hell's going to break loose. But who cares? This is your TV show, right? You are the writer, right? And yet, you're saying one thing and someone's saying another thing. Like, thank God for the producer, Sarah. Like, at least she's fucking being honest. Like, what is going on? Are we getting the triangle? Are we not? Are you doing the storyline justice, or are you just doing it for Bughead? I swear to God, if Bughead stays together this whole season 3, it is pure fan service. I'm just going to say that. It is. And you cannot tell me otherwise. If they stay together for the whole entire season 3, going into season 4, fan service. You can't tell me otherwise. Because there's no reason to have them still together. Okay. What else? The pairing wasn't completely unprecedented. Within the 75 years of Archie, there were moments of flirtatiousness between Betty and Jughead. I mean, he was asexual, and as far as I'm concerned, he had no feelings towards Betty, but okay. I mean, maybe he did in one of the comics, but I mean, he was asexual, so I don't really know how. But, I mean, just because they had their flirtatious moments in the comics doesn't mean they should be together on the show. Like, this just, I really don't understand what the fuck is going on. Like, seriously. Like, do the show justice. Do it justice. I just want the show to be done the right way. I don't want it to be done, oh, we got to do it this way because we don't want to upset people. We got to do it this way because everyone loves this couple. Like, I don't give a shit how many people love Bughead. That should not fucking matter at all. The story, the characters, that matters. And if you can't fucking write what's right for the characters and for the story, then you shouldn't be the writer of this fucking show. You're totally destroying the Archie comics with your show Riverdale. Like, I love Riverdale, I do, but what the fuck? Like, now there's not going to be, I don't know if this, like, if this is saying there's not going to be any triangle, but it's like, I mean, okay, fine, you don't have to have the triangle, you can go about it a different way, Betty and Archie, but it's iconic, it's in the comics, you guys said it since season 1 that you were going to have this happen in the show, and now, oh, well, we don't want to, you know, destroy Betty and Veronica's friendship. Meanwhile, you have Betty attacking her, like, every episode, and then them making up, so it's like, oh, you sure are worried about Betty and Veronica's friendship when you have Betty fucking yelling harsh-ass shit out to her. Like, ugh. Like, Roberta, stop writing for Bughead and start writing for the fucking show. Like, I swear to God, honestly, I'm sorry. And I'm not saying this is all just Bughead, but honestly, I do feel like since Bughead has become so big, Roberto's let it go to his head, and he uses Bughead every chance he gets, because he knows that will bring in the fans. But see, no, because a lot of people don't ship Bughead, and a lot of people will leave. I already know some people that are already like, peace, I'm out. You know, this is fucking stupid. This is just going down the hole. Honestly, I don't know. Season 3 could be the last season if they, you know, can... I don't know how Season 3 is going to be, but, I mean, I'm kind of nervous that Season 3 could be a really sucky-ass fucking season. It could be this last season. I don't know. It probably won't, but I could see it being the last season, because I don't know. Like, I have high hopes. I'm trying to keep positive, but it's just like, I feel like Roberto's just not doing what's right for the characters or the show anymore, you know? He's just listening too much of what the fans want. Bughead fans, not Archie fans, because we don't matter, right? We don't matter whatsoever. It's only Bughead and Archie, the ones who are super loud, the ones who attack people. Okay. Not all Bughead and Archie, but a lot of them do, and there's no denying it. And I'm not saying all Barchies are innocent, I'm just saying a lot of Bughead's fans are very vicious people over a couple on a show. But, no, I mean, what is he doing? Like, I just want Roberto to do the show justice. That's all I want. And it's like, I don't know. I don't know what the fuck he's doing. Like, seriously. Like, just... Hold on. It just seems like no one knows what to... No one... Like, you hear one thing, then you hear another, then you hear another, and it's like, what is going on? Does anybody know what's actually happening with this show? Does anybody actually know that? Like, really? I mean, oh, God, I just really just want Season 3 to expand. Like, okay, yes, we're getting new characters. Awesome! Yes, okay, this cult's coming. Awesome! Yes, okay, we're going to be focusing on other characters. Hopefully they say that, but let's wait and see. Because for all we know, oh, we're focusing more on Cheryl this season. Meanwhile, we get her like every 3 episodes. Who knows, you know? Because, of course, everything's, you know, everyone else. But it's like... forgot my train of thought. But, no, it's just like Season 3, it's like, you already have Archie breaking up, which is great. I want something new. I want to see them, you know, with other people or single and stuff. But what about Betty and Jughead? At least Archie. Now, that I could have seen going into Season 3, although I would have seen them breaking up eventually, because, I mean, her dad, that's a lot of shit going on, you know, of course. So, of course, they're going to break up at some point. But it's like, with Betty and Jughead, it's like, there is no reason they should still be together in Season 3. There is no reason. So they can investigate? Yeah, try investigating who your half-brother is. Or, yeah, try investigating that you have a fucking half-brother. I'm going to keep saying that. Half-brother. But anyways, yeah, I just wanted to read that, because that really irks me. Because you got We got one person saying, oh, the timing is everything, you know, and Betty and Archie have this history, you know, they grew up together, which they do. And meanwhile, Roberto is shitting on all that. First off, we get no Betty and Archie friendship whatsoever. Meanwhile, they're supposed to be best friends, and we get like a scene here and there, or a scene of them standing next to each other, and that's supposed to make us so fucking happy. And it's like, so we're not getting the triangle as far as now I'm concerned. What was I saying? We're not getting the triangle. We don't have any Betty and Archie friendship whatsoever. Everything that has to do with Betty comes right back to Jughead. Everything that has to do with Jughead comes right back to Betty. Jughead, yes, has a little bit of his own space, but Betty, it's like, her head's so far up Jughead's ass, I'm surprised she can fucking breathe. And that's just the truth. That's my opinion. Like, if you're not going to put Betty and Archie together, yet at least give us some fucking friendship scenes. They're supposed to be best friends, and yet they have no scenes. Veronica and Betty get more scenes, and they've been best friends for like a year. Like, are you kidding me? Like, you're shitting on everything. Like, ugh. Like, I'm going to wait and see what season 3, but I don't know. I'm starting to get a bad feeling about season 3, and I don't know. I feel like it might be a big old shit show. But we'll wait and see. I don't know. It's just, Roberto's, like, really getting on my nerves. You know, it was, oh, the triangle's a big part, and now all of a sudden it's not because the Betty and Veronica friendship. You don't want two girls fighting over Archie. And it's like, that's so fucking stupid. You've had them fight over the littlest stupid shit. You can't have them fight over a guy, and they don't even have to fight over a guy. It could be done the right way without them ending up hating each other at the end of it. Like, come on. That's all I want to say. Sorry, I had to rant this out because this annoys me. Like, Roberto is starting to piss me the fuck off because I swear to God, I feel like Roberto's, like, let Roberto's let the Bughead popularity go to his fucking head. I really do feel like he has. So that's all I wanted to say. Just my opinion. Don't be coming for me. It's just my opinion. You don't have to agree with it. I'm one person with one opinion. Like, don't be going all crazy in the comments. Like, this is just what I have to say. So I hope you enjoyed.